It's time to automate the EXO farm event in Astroneer. But first, here's how we would usually do it with no automation. So I'm crafting biofuels. That means I'll need to harvest a sturdy squash, get the sample, replant the seed, then go over to an amaze plant, have a tapper on it. When it's ready, get the recipound, and then bring all the materials back to the cauldrongia and wait for it to craft. That's the way you would do it manually, but we are not doing that today. I want to automate this whole process, and it's gonna be pretty easy. It will have two different sections. The first one will get the samples, and the second one will get the recipound. Both of them feed into a cauldrongia plant, and then the unknown biofuel is taken straight into a gas canister on top of an EXO request platform. So that should make it extremely easy. Let's start with the first section, which is the sturdy squash. I need a ton of seeds, which I have right here, and I need a proximity repeater first. I used this in the last episodes to manually harvest more of them at once. But now I want this to happen automatically, so I'm gonna need a delay repeater, and I can have the proximity repeater on top of it. Now I can set the delay to whatever I want. I'll just leave it at 10, let's say, and I can put that in the middle. Now this will automatically harvest again and again and again, and that should mean infinite sturdy squash samples. Then I'll need some auto arms, which I crafted right here. I think 2 auto arms should be enough for this, but if not, I can always add more later. Now the way this works is the proximity repeater activates everything in the green area. That means it will also activate the delay repeater. This will count up to 10, and when it's done, it will activate the proximity repeater, which will again activate everything in the green area, including the delay repeater. And the cycle keeps on going. So I'll just start it up right now. And now I just need these samples to be in here in the selector slots of these auto arms. And when connected to power, these will get all of them into the cauldrongia plant. You just need to make sure that the proximity repeater can't reach the auto arms because it will turn them off. Now I will turn this off manually here because I don't need that many samples just yet, but this was pretty easy. Next we need the amaze plant, so I'm just gonna take the tapper from there and I can dig these up. There we go. I'll plant these right here on the side, and I've got 2 tappers for them. Then I'm gonna have other auto arms that will grab the recipound. So there we go, these should be able to grab everything in there. I just need another recipound to place in the selector slot of this one. And while I'm waiting for that to grow, I might want to add some other auto arms in this section. Now that these are fully grown, I can place the tappers on here and I can turn them on. So there we go. And now I have a recipound for this as well, so I can turn all of them on. And I'm gonna have all of them connected to power in just a second. I just need some storage in here and then 2 more auto arms to feed everything into the gas canister. I have one right here on top of the EXO request platform. And don't worry if you don't have gas canisters as you start this event. I actually started a brand new save here, so I have no way to produce gas canisters. I don't have any gases. But while completing the first tier, I actually got an EXO care package, and the shuttle came back with some items, which gave me 2 medium gas canisters as well. They made it so that you can complete the event even with a new save, so you don't have to be advanced in order to do this. But there we go, everything has power now, and I have a feeling I might want more of these plants, but those are gonna be pretty easy to get. And then I need to place unknown biofuel in the selector slots of these auto arms, and I need to place them so they will reach in there. And then I don't want this here, I actually need to cover these spots. Now everything should work, so all I need to do is start this up, and there we go. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a ton of samples, but it's gonna take a while until we get more again. So I hope the recipound production can keep up. And I don't know why a seed was all the way over here. I'm just gonna take these in there, and I placed them more towards this side right here so the auto arms can reach them. The other way you can do it is you can dig a hole for them so they will be slightly underground, and that way the samples can't fly out in here. But I didn't want this for now. I just left it on the ground like that. I actually stopped this because I want to also upgrade the cauldrongia, but as this is producing the unknown biofuel, the auto arms are grabbing it and putting it here. I think this one reaches in the smelter platform, so we don't want that. And these are going to fill these spots before filling the gas canister, but I will actually turn everything off right now. You saw how it's done, but this is pretty slow. I actually want to get a cauldrongia plant from Aatrox because those are the fastest. So I landed on Aatrox, I've got a packager on me to get the cauldrongia, and I'm gonna look at the compass, and right here I found one. This was pretty easy to find, but it's defended by all of these plants, so I'm gonna have to be careful in here. See how they're all looking at me, they're turning when I get next to them, and these things are shooting. Okay, I got it. I think I can grab it from here, and there we go. I'll go a little bit further from there so I feel safer, and I'll package this. There we go. And now I can bring it back to Silva. And this way my automated farm will be upgraded and I'm gonna have the best speed to produce the unknown biofuels. Great, let's unpack it now. And I can take this one off and put this other one in. Oops, this was set to squarciolin. Let's just move it over to unknown biofuel. There we go. Then I'm gonna take this. So that's great. Now I can turn everything back on. I need to put this on here, turn it on, and then connect all of this to power. So that's great. Some of the samples keep escaping, but that's not an issue because we are still producing way more samples than ResiPound. But you can see the speed difference here. Look at how fast this is now. And yeah, we ran out of ResiPound. But we are starting to fill up the gas canister. And I think I only need 27 biofuels. I need to get all the way to 2400 points, and one unknown biofuel is 55 points. So I might need closer to 30 of them. But yeah, while this is doing its thing, I'm gonna go in the caves and find some more amaze plants. And that way the farm will be even faster. And you can also see how good the proximity repeater and delay repeater combo works. Look at all the samples I'm getting. If you're building a really big farm to complete the third tier or the secret tiers, then you might want to dig a hole for this, but I will only use this for the second tier because I'm gonna build a way bigger one and a better one for soup to complete all the other tiers and get the chips as well. But yeah, I'll just head in the caves to get some more of these, and then I'll show you as we complete the second tier and get the Horn of Plenty hat reward. So I got 2 more amaze plants, now I have 4 of them, and this way everything works much faster. And you can see just how effective this farm is. I might have way too many sturdy squash seeds, and I just figured out why some of them jump over. It's because we got the plump sturdy squash. That's the big one that gives you multiple samples, and those ones just jump out. But I can use all the extra ones to get some squarciolin as well, why not? And from time to time I'm also getting these purple ones, which give me Astronium. I got one right here and I have another one on the way. This is especially good if you're early game and you could really use that. I can get a trade platform and use some of the Astronium for that. And if I keep this farm running for a while, I'm gonna get a ton more Astronium as well. But I should be getting pretty close to completing this. Oh yeah, I'm definitely over. So I'm gonna turn off the power for this and I can send the shuttle. And this should give me the second tier reward, and there it is, the Horn of Plenty hat. Let's test this out. So it's in hats, and this is the Horn of Plenty. That looks pretty cool, and I guess it kind of works with the mask we got from the first tier. Yeah, they look kind of good together, but I might need a different palette. And for the third tier, I'm gonna get the Tech 2.0 palette, so that should work very well with these ones. But I also got some more rewards. I got an alignment mod, solid fuel jump jet, fluid canister. I got more C chips. Yeah, so no D chips yet, but I'm gonna get those. Narrow mod. The EXO chip is actually really good, and another soil canister. These are some pretty good rewards, and I'm gonna get more of them because in the next video I'm gonna be completing the third tier to get the last reward of this event. I had a ton of fun automating unknown biofuel, but you know what would be even better? Automating soup in a kitchen, like a true Astroneer chef. If you want to see that, make sure to subscribe and watch my upcoming videos. Until then, you can also check out these other ones. Cheers, Astroneers!